Apple's September 12th Wonderlust iPhone event is now just days away, and it just dawned on me that all the leaks, rumors, and speculation is about to be over, and Apple's about to either blow everyone away or disappoint all of us fans, because man, has this event been hyped up like crazy over the past few months. But for now, we've just got some final last-minute leaks, rumors, and updates that have come out since Apple officially announced their event last week. So let's jump right into everything new, starting with the iPhone 15 lineup. We've recently had more discussion that the iPhone 15 Ultra could be the name instead of the Pro Max for the larger model. Majin Buu guessed that there might be a Pro Max and an Ultra based on the different RAM configurations of the A17 chip, but Mark Gurman said that right now there's only going to be one high-end model that has a 6.7-inch display named either the Pro Max or the Ultra, so he's currently unsure about the name, but I think we just got a new leak showing that it will be called the Pro Max, and the Ultra's coming next year. We recently had some of the wallpapers for the iPhone 15 Pro leak, at least the design, and multiple people have made some renders showing what it could look like. It does look really cool, but it does look really similar to the ones on the 14 Pro. We also had Ming-Chi Kuo confirm the colors for the Pro models being gray, a certain silver/white, black, and a darker blue. Sonny Dixon actually showed those exact colors off in one of his tweets, so I think it's perfectly legit. And he also showed us some of the iPhone 15 colors, the regular model, but they all look really subtle and kind of pastel-like, lacking saturation, so I'm not sure if those are fully accurate. As you can see, we have received our dummy models right here, 4 of them. This is the Pro Max model, this is the 15 Plus, and one thing I did notice is that we do have that subtle curve around the edge that feels quite nice. I honestly think that the curve on the real 15 lineup will be better. And we also have the action button only on the Pro models, while the regular models stay with that ringer. But other than that, they're honestly just so similar to the 14 that a lot of people might not even notice any difference. We then had Dan Roy on Twitter show off Apple's new fine woven case, which at the time was kind of sketchy, but then Majin Buu confirmed it with a bunch of different photos, including some very interesting details on how the fine woven twill technology will work for making this case feel really smooth and premium. And he also mentioned that the price could be around $100 for those cases, which is insane. And then a little bit later, Sonny Dixon confirmed those cases with a live hands-on video of the case in action. And finally, Mark Gurman actually reposted it, basically showing that this case is real and it's coming. Then Kazutami-san on X shared all of the new colors for this fine woven case with black, mulberry, taupe, evergreen, Pacific blue, wisteria, antique white, butter yellow, orange, and pink. And the main idea behind this case is that Apple is actually getting rid of genuine leather for their iPhone cases in the name of the environment, and that's according to Mark Gurman, who says this switch is coming along with a bunch of different leakers. To me, this means a huge opportunity for a lot of the third-party case makers like Nomad, who make genuine leather cases. They are gonna sell like crazy because Apple is no longer gonna offer real, genuine leather. And then moving on, we had multiple companies, including Anker, reveal a bunch of new USB-C chargers, cables, and accessories, which shows how confident they are that Apple's gonna be ditching the Lightning port and switching to USB-C for good on the whole 15 lineup. On top of that, we had Belkin and Mophie debuting their new Qi 2 wireless chargers, which goes hand in hand with the rumors that Apple's iPhone 15 lineup is going to support Qi 2 charging at speeds of up to 15 watts, even with third-party chargers, which we used to only get with Apple's official MagSafe charger, so this is really good news. And then some people have recently leaked and speculated that Apple could be upgrading the official MagSafe up to 20 watts in order to make it kind of feel exclusive with an additional benefit if you buy Apple's charger. On top of that, more and more analysts have recently been coming out discussing the price hikes of the iPhone 15 models, with Digitime's senior analyst Luke Lin chiming in after many others, so I think it's pretty safe to say that we should expect the Pro and Pro Max models to get between $100 and $200 more expensive. Moving on, we got a new leak from Aaron P613 on X that DoorDash is working on live activity support, especially since we're expecting the new 15 and 15 Plus models to finally ditch the notch and start coming with the dynamic island, just like we have on the current 14 Pro models. MacRumors also just made a very nice article summarizing all of the new changes to the camera on the entire iPhone 15 lineup, including the new 48 megapixel camera on the regular models, which will actually be different than the sensor that's on the current Pro models with a faster f1.6 aperture, so it might actually be a bit better than on the current 14 Pro. And curiously, the telephoto and ultra-wide cameras are apparently changing on the 15 Pro models with slightly higher resolution, and of course the 15 Pro Max will have a periscope lens, which I believe is going to be variable to adjust between around 3x to 6x zoom length. TrendForce also put out an update saying that the iPhone 15 camera upgrades will be the star of the show, tipping the scales for potential buyers. Now, you might have seen Max's recent video talking about all of the new camera details and updates, so if you're interested in watching it, check it out over there after this video is over. And finally, the last update for the iPhone 15 leaks is a bit of controversy in terms of the new USB-C port. A survey created by Cell showed that 63% of random iPhone users said that the switch to USB-C could motivate them to upgrade to an iPhone 15, with 37% of them saying they would upgrade because they'd be able to use a single cable for their iPhone, Mac, and iPads. But on the other hand, a UBS analyst, David Vogt, said that the new USB-C port could actually deter some customers from upgrading because they'd have to change over their cables everywhere, which could cause people to wait a little bit. Now, in my opinion, I think this is a good change and people already have a bunch of USB-C cables, especially since Apple will be supplying a nice braided and color-matched USB-C cable in the box that's 50% longer than the previous ones. Now, we recently had this leak that started showing up on Twitter or X about the new iPhone 15 Pro gray model, and I think this is actually fake because if you look closely, the bezels don't match up, the cable is not color matched, and the cable is the same length, so I think this leak was fake. But with that said, those were all the new leaks for the iPhone 15, and now let's jump into the Apple Watch. As we know, we're getting the Series 9, which will be very similar to the 8, except with a new chip and wireless spec upgrades and a new pink color. And same thing for the Ultra 2 with a new chip, but it's now also gonna come with a black titanium metal finish. But apart from that, Mark Gurman reported that Apple has just started experimenting with 3D printing to create devices, starting with the Series 9 models. The technique is called binder jetting, where Apple is able to print a device's outline at close to its actual shape using a powdered substance. A second process then uses heat and pressure to squeeze the material into a substance that feels like steel, and then it's refined with milling. So basically, this could help with Apple's sustainability and eco-friendliness and their profit margins as well. Going further, the Apple Watch is gonna have a new magnetic watch band, and it could even use the new fine woven material, same as the new fine woven cases, and probably the same color options according to recent leaks. But getting even crazier, Apple's leather watch bands may be completely discontinued for the Apple Watch Series 9 in the name of the environment. Mark Gurman even said that he heard Apple was offering insane discounts on Hermes watch bands, with some $850 bands going down all the way to $85, but only for employees. He states that they've been trying to clear inventory the best they could before this event, so Apple could potentially be fully getting rid of genuine leather bands and cases. But other than that, not much else is gonna change with the Apple Watch. So now let's move on to the new AirPods Pro with USB-C. We got a recent report from Mark Gurman that the new USB-C AirPods Pro will not have any any other hardware changes. So it's just gonna be a simple swap to a USB-C case, and that is all. A simple update that honestly doesn't matter that much since the AirPods support MagSafe charging and Apple Watch Puck wireless charging as well. And then finally, we have some iPad updates. Now, I still think there's a chance we could be seeing a new updated iPad mini or iPad Air at the September event, but I'm not as sure right now because we haven't really heard much leaks on that. Now, Mark Gurman did mention that Apple was really close to releasing a 14.1-inch iPad this year, kind of like a larger sized budget iPad, but they chose not to, even though they did get really close. And there you guys have it. Those were all of the fresh, latest leaks and rumors right before Apple's event. So if you're as excited as I am, go ahead and subscribe right above and check out that iPhone 15 camera specs leak video right over there. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.